YouTube saves the freaking videos on like Twitch, so woohoo! Also, I sold a lot of clothing, so I got a lot of points. I got 410 points. I don't even have anything that good. With the blue, that's pretty okay. Cool. Thank goodness, I got a lot of money from that. I'm very poor.
What would you like?
So much money, but I think Oral Kitchen might like it, so, you know. That motherfucker! Where is he? I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him. Oh, the things I say.
Oh! Oh! Stop that!
Please just let me hang out with you on Halloween.
Hi.
Oh yeah, so you're free when we have to fucking do that. Fuck you. Who wants to hang though? Koya wants to hang. Fumi wants to hang. So Jiro wishes we could hang. Oh god, why did I do that? That's an audio nightmare. Fuck, dude. Oh, let me do that. Let's go to Fire Steak. We'll play darts. Just kidding. I guess we'll hang with Hifumi.
Good evening. Thank you very much.
Aw, Halloween.
Actually...
Oof. Which is not untrue, but was it really necessary for them to write all about this? About all this? Capitalizing on a family's private matters is just cruel. My family's troubles have nothing to do with my skills as a shogi player. My mother was furious when she read this article. She said it'll hurt her career, and that she'll never forgive whoever wrote it. My father didn't say anything, he just sat there listening to her. But he looked troubled. My mother told me that we'd be able to easily quell these rumors if I were to become more famous. So now she's even more insistent on having me do more TV and magazine reviews than before. Is that frustrating? Yes. Although I can't express that to my mother, she's so happy for me. I always believed that if I worked hard as a shogi player, I'd be able to support us. but I never expected such a destructive article would be written about me and my family. Honestly, nothing good will come of me being treated like an idol. People say I'm all looks and no skill. They're annoyed that I'm in the press all the time. Terrible things have been said about me, suggesting I would do anything to become popular. I'm even starting to be shunned in the shogi world. That's why my senior acted that way towards me. The real reason I practice in the church is that no one wants to play with me. My father used to practice with me from his sickbed, but his illness has made that impossible. Maybe I should stop playing shogi and just get a job. That way my family won't get hurt again. Still like shogi? Of course I do. I love shogi. I don't want to quit. Yes, you're right. You understand my true feelings. At the end of the day, I love shogi. I'd never be able to give it up. I was just confused because of that article and how my senior treated me. However, I think I can see my next move, thanks to you. You're helping me realize a lot about myself outside of shogi. Yeah.
All right.
Let's return to the church and play a match. That article has left me somewhat irritated. I'm going to use my secret move, the Eternal Abyss Yagura Gate, and turn the board into hell. Well, would you care to face me in a match? I got knowledge. Pointless knowledge.
Until next time.
Hello, this is Hifumi. Thank you so much for accompanying me today. I needed the distraction. Trying to solve this on my own, I felt caught in a vicious cycle, but you helped me find a new path. You might make a fine priest yourself, considering how good a listener you are, I mean. The best years since my child. It's hilarious. Screw you. Well, that was unexpected. You got me, I suppose. You really are a strange individual. I was supposed to be your teacher, but somehow the tables have turned. I'm the one learning from you. What have you learned from me? I would love to keep learning from you. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you at the church. Yeah. Dr. Maruki's leaving? Are you kidding me? This is so sad. I think I know who the Phantom Thieves are. If we report them, we get 30 million yen. Why don't you just report anyone who seems suspicious? Dr. Maruki's leaving. This is so sad. It's fine. I maxed him out already.
You know,
It's already November. Only 19 days. 19 days? We've gone through pretty much all the school events now, so that frees you up for studying. It'll be colder from now on, so wrap up warm and don't get sick. I mean it. If you even think you've got a fever, go to see the nurse. Mr. Edogawa? Something like that. Dude from Persona 3. Oh, speaking of the nurse's office, Dr. Maruki is going to be leaving us on the 18th. If you need to talk to him, now's the time. He was kind of a quiet guy, but it was nice having him around. I'll be kind of sad to see him go. So if he helped any of you feel better, make sure to thank him before he's gone. Anyway, time to start class. Man, time really flies. A whole year's gone by already. It's not quite over till it's over. The school is like this, blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Hey,
19 days left. but what if I want to come to the arcade? What if I just wanted to hang with Haru, actually? Get up.
Good day. Yeah.
Wow, it's just like Persona 4.
Thank you.
Oh, don't I need to be like max proficiency to help her eventually? Oh, this started as just a hobby, so it's amazing to see it transform into a more practical skill. Beyond this, I've actually begun raising plants of my own at home. Coffee beans! Are you open a cafe? I know that's your dream or something. Eagle, would you come if I was? I mean, doesn't the idea of a boutique cafe sound lovely? Anyway, I recently discovered the joy and taste and aroma of coffee. I used to think it was purely bitter, but now I understand the depths of its flavor. Where did that come from? To tell you the truth, I wasn't even able to drink it before. What changed? Pardon me, I was just thinking back on the past. Can I share with you again? As I mentioned before, I cannot bring myself to trust any of the employees at Okumura Foods. For as long as I can remember, the company has been run by my father. Being liked by him was very important. Some employees would even come to ingratiate themselves to me. But since his passing, things have gotten unruly. Most evidently, people have started trying to use my influence as a majority shareholder to oust other employees. They say they come to me out of respect, but I know they really just want to use me. I've heard so many rumors. The worst ones are about Takakura-san, the new president. They say he was thrilled to hear my father passed. There may be truth to that, though. He's been with the company for years, but has only started being nice to me recently. He even offered to assist me with asset management. I fear he has an ulterior motive, though. I should just look up a guide, but... Well... He even went as far as to recommend I sell my shares the other day. He said I could make a fortune. But I realized that if I do, he would be able to strike the Okumura name completely. Takura-san must be scheming to take the company for himself. At least it's possible. This is a complex issue. Indeed it is. None of the advice I've gotten so far has been helpful either. Everyone only speaks out of their own self-interest.
Yes!
Thank you for today, though. I feel a little better after talking about this with you. Oh, and don't worry. I'll make sure to keep myself motivated, even through these difficult times. Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to stay here a little while longer to check the drainage. I need to make sure these vegetables turn out as good as possible for the Phantom Thieves.
Goodbye!
Well, see you later. No more Halloween outfits. Oh, sorry, I wanted to ask you something. It's not terribly important, but what vegetables do you tend to like the most, Akira-kun? I might as well grow things that everyone liked eating. Moonlight carrot, sun tomato, jewel melon. Going with sun tomato. Oh, I have seedlings for that. I can grow quite a few. Freshly picked tomatoes are so sweet that they actually do taste like fruits. Oh, and they're quite nice and curry. Thanks for sharing your preferences. I'll try my best to grow them. I hope you'll be able to keep helping me. Good night for now.
Ah, you're back.
She's thirsty for info. Why did I press the button? I guess I'll hang with Oya.
Oh, honey.
Pazuzu.
Well then. Oh?
So that ace detective is serious, huh? I see. Oh yeah, there's something I need to apologize to you about. You know, it's part of my job to research particular things. Well, I ended up finding out about your criminal record. I realized you weren't just some ordinary kid back with my chief. So I did some digging out of curiosity, and I found a ton more than I was expecting. Sorry about that. I have to say though, the ruling made in your case was really odd. Some kind of deal must have gone down behind the scenes to make sure that was the end result. That must have been tough for you to handle. You're just a kid. Well, just forget about the past. We're in the same boat when it comes to being labeled. Because of your incident? Exactly. I've made a vow to avenge my partner for... Whoops. Lola-chan, refill! No, it's your turn to tell the truth. You can't go rooting around the kid's past and expect to keep your own secrets hidden. Well, wait. Don't blame me for that. He doesn't have anything to do with my private business. You can trust me. I mean, it's not like I don't trust you. And hold on a sec. Why am I getting treated like the bad guy? Look, you're gonna feel way better talking to someone who understands exactly what you're going through. Besides, you'll explode if you keep all of that alcohol-fueled anxiety bottled up in you. That's true. And I guess this is the fairest course of action for our business partnership, huh? Just don't tell anyone, okay? Back when I covered politics for my publisher, I had a partner who helped me with photography, Kaio Murakami. We were a pretty well-known team in the industry. We blew the lids off of countless scandals together. That's until that day came. We were on the trail of a certain bureaucrat who was involved in a slush fund to support refugees. He kept himself pretty well guarded, so it was almost impossible to get any solid leads on the guy. Then one night, I got a voicemail from Kaio saying she'd gotten a hold of something big. But that was the last I ever heard from her. The next day, the bureaucrat was found dead in a love hotel, and Kaio had gone missing. What was the cause of death? Well, the cause of death is unknown. The authorities couldn't tell whether it was a murder or suicide. How is it all three of those things? Or two, like, if you can't tell how he died, then how could it possibly have been a murder or a suicide? Those are typically pretty, you know, something fucking happened when those are the causes. As for the killer,
Shit.
the police accused Kaio. They said she killed him in a crime of passion. That's impossible, though. She would have never slept with a disgusting man like that. And more importantly, it's pretty damn fucked up to make the allegations like that without any evidence. Ichigo-san. Sorry. The case was closed, but we never found the truth, and Kaio was labeled a professional disgrace. And since we were partners, the company decided it would be best to move me to another department. I'm going to prove Kaio's innocence, though. That's why I'm conducting my own private investigation now. Sounds like defamation. Exactly. Funny how common stuff like that's become these days. But that's all. But thanks to all the info you've been giving me, I should have more time to focus on my investigation. I won't let this opportunity slip through my fingers. Alright, we're even now. I didn't enjoy it, though. You sure about that? It's been ages since I've seen you smile that much. Well, maybe you're right. I haven't felt this alive in a long time. Okay then, I'll write a great article to commemorate our sharing session. Exclusive, the Phantom Thieves' lofty ideals in connection with a secret society. Haha, just kidding, don't worry. I'll definitely come up with a better headline before we go to print. I feel like my bond with Oya is going deeper. She's writing positive articles about the Phantom Thieves in this climate? The devil. La Diablo. Allows you to begin with a low security level and awesome.
Alright.
Unprecedented scoop. Still, there's just one thing that bothers me. There's no doubt the chief is onto my investigation. Maybe we should keep acting like a couple so we can trick him. How's that sound? Oh, leave the kid alone. Hey, it's getting late. Shouldn't you be heading home by now? Sure. Hey kid, can we talk? Sorry about earlier. Really. For me digging up your records and such without asking, I mean. As long as I don't mind it. Thanks. Hearing you say that helps. Don't worry, I'm not gonna leak it to anyone. It's my duty and pride as a journalist to protect my sources at all costs. I'm actually making great progress on my private investigation thanks to you. And I'll be needing your help later too, so I can find out what really happened to Kyle. So yeah, here's to helping each other out. Bye-bye.
Hey!
Yeah, gonna finish my book. Call me Chief. Chiefs don't want for themselves, but much is expected of them.
Wow!
I'd love that. Yeah.
Oh!
So you finished reading Call Me Chief. Do you want me to call you Chief now? Heh, I'm just kidding. Did you learn more about how... Oh, fuck. Did you learn more about chiefs and their big hearts? Even in the underworld, there's kindness. No, I need it so bad. Oh, we're almost at the station. I'd say that was an efficient use of your time. And it's... Good morning, Akira. I was working late yesterday, so I'm tired today. I love you.
Speaking of which...
I trust you haven't forgotten about the deadline. I'm going to give it everything I have for your sake as well. Also, once the Phantom Thieves finish this final job, I don't think I'll be seeing you privately like this anymore. Fuck you too! Really? Don't get me wrong, it was time well spent. A part of me is sad to see it end. But once you've disbanded, everyone's going to be busy looking for the culprit behind the mental breakdowns. Until that happens though, let's continue working together. Now then, I'll be going. So that means we can hang again? Please? Please, Lord, just let me hang with you. I've been a teacher for 20 years now. Really? But this has been the craziest year of my career. Oh, I'm sure. There were those incidents in April, then the Phantom Thieves and the principal. Yes, and you young folk might say the situation is indeed quite whack. Perhaps you're wondering why I use such hip terminology, Now then, Mina-Mina-kun.
Let's see how you're doing.
The word whack was originally part of a code used by ancient thieves. Okay, I gotta say, whack is back in, so he's totally with it. Can you tell me the meaning of the word whack in Thieves' Cant? I don't fucking know. Oh, that was the wrong button. A share of stolen goods.
This is it.
Oh, not
Correct.
bad.
You know a lot about this, do you? I dare say you must be pretty whack yourself. I'm joking, of course. You're quite diligent in your studies. Thieves of olden days might have worked in groups, but at the end of the day, they all expected to get their cut. If you wanted your part of a haul of riches your group stole, you would demand your whack, you see. Whoa, he actually knew that? Maybe I should ask if I could borrow his notes.
Nice going!
Wow, you must be really smart to be able to answer a question like that. Or maybe I'm connected to the network, who knows? Today's youth are freely using Thieves' Cant to reach each other in broad daylight. Then truly, we live in whack times indeed.
I see.
I've been listening to a lot of teenagers, but I'm not sure I've heard any of them say that. Still, he's trying so hard, it would be a shame to correct him. No, we say whack again, it's cool.
Hey!
Oh, you're forcing me to?
Oh, Mako-chan. I didn't realize we'd take the same train. Haru, what a coincidence. I was just thinking of you. Oh, were you? Yep. How should I put this? Our battle... So, I've been reflecting on our approaches to combat in the hopes of finding some... In the end, I came up with something. Me? Sure. If I can be of any help, I'd love to work with you on this. I appreciate it. So, what I'm thinking is...
We do wrestling.
Now that I think about it, this is probably going to sound rather absurd. Don't worry. If it's your idea, Mako-chan, I'm sure it'll be great.
Wrestling.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Well, ready to hear it? Huh? So, any thoughts? What a great idea! I'd be honored to help. Oh, thank you. Well, I hope it works out. Just leave it to me. But wow, Mako-chan, you come up with some pretty bold moves sometimes. I really look up to you for that. Do you? I'm not sure how that makes me feel, but thank you.
Why the fuck aren't you sure?
The star will grant us our wish if it's based on such a great plan. I'm positive.
Forgot about that freaking star.
So, this is the location you've been using as a hideout.
Not always.
We just get started?
Forced investigation will take place on November 20th. That's our deadline this time.
Is there any possibility of that investigation being moved to an earlier date?
I highly doubt it.
How can you be so sure? Didn't they want to catch us?
They may be corrupt, but they are still a bureaucracy. Certain steps must be taken in order to continue forward. Unless their situation becomes extremely dire, they won't act with only circumstantial evidence.
I'm impressed, Detective Man. You sure know a lot about internal affairs.
Yes, he is quite promising.
Well, this is a purely give-and-take relationship. You taught me the inner workings of the Phantom Thieves, so it's only fair I return the favor. And I will be sure to contact everyone if the investigation team makes any odd movements.
That would be helpful.
All right.
I guess actually,
I'll just add this.
I'm just gonna add this. But I feel like November 2nd is like a thing. I know November 5th is a thing. I'm not sure if November 2nd is a thing. Huh. Who knows? Maybe I'm just seeing 11-2 and thinking of 11-20. Everybody spend time with people. Yep, okay. Bye-bye.